And this is what started it all. Hi, friends, it's Mari from Mari Harai Archives, and I am so excited to talk to you about this new item that was gifted to me from Lora from Meeplus. And honestly, I think what came about it was from her watching one of my DIY video when I converted this notebook or traveler's notebook into rings. And honestly, I think she saved a traveler's notebook from being hacked. And so I just wanted to kind of start out by saying that the planner that I'm going to talk about, this is the traveler's notebook, or this is the cover that kind of got it started with the love of brass when it comes to the notebook. And so I had my eye set on a certain brand to, try out. And I have a couple of these rings planners that I thought that I would be using for a project of mine. And I felt that it was a little bit too small. And so that's when I thought maybe I could hack this traveler's notebook and convert it into rings. And so I guess this was perfect timing from Lora from Meeplus when she reached out to me to collaborate with her. And just in exchange, she would send me an item of hers, the ring system, and I could just give my honest review. And so I was super excited to be on board. And so I just want to say thank you, Lora, for collaborating with me. I never thought in a million years that I would be making a video about a collaboration, but let me send you over to the video of me unboxing the item I got. When they reached out to me, they did give me a choice of what I wanted to pick. And because of the project that I was doing already, I was kind of specific on like what I needed, because of course I wanted to make sure that it was something that I could use, especially with this project that I'm doing. And so they were kind enough to send me exactly what I wanted. And so let's get into it. Okay. All right, first off, I see, ooh, so these are all beautiful colors. Look at that. That is bright. I mean, if I compare that to my camel, let's see. This is a Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebook in the camel color. And it's almost the same. That is gorgeous. I love that. And the navy blue is quite dark, but probably if it was by itself, you couldn't tell that was navy blue, but definitely against black, you can tell that it is blue. And I did get this olive, so I am so excited to see it. Okay, I've been not looking in the box. So that is good to have little samples of the colors and the Pueblo leather. Now they do have other types of leather. I will put it on the screen, what types of leathers that they do have. But in my case, this is the type of leather that I requested, and I did get it in olive. So, okay, I'll put that aside. Okay, I don't know, I don't want to look at all of it. Okay, hold on. Let me just put it, okay. Let's get to the main thing. All right. So it's nicely packed. This little bubble wrap. Okay, super cute. It's wrapped in plastic, so I can't really tell. Ooh, I do love me a good box. I love the color, this dark blue color. It is my color. And it has this nice, like, embossing, not embossing, but it's like raised, and it says Meeplus. And it's like this linen cardboardy. You can see the texture of it. So that's great that it has a very nice box. I think this would be a great box to keep the inserts in. So it's a great storage item, which bonus. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. Okay. So off the bat, it's pretty light. I'm trying to compare it to, like, say, a traveler's notebook. Let me grab just a single traveler's notebook. And, oh yeah, it's about the same. For some reason, I thought this was a little bit lighter, but it's about the same. Okay, so it comes in this like microfiber dust bag. It has a silver Meeplus on there. Very soft drawstring. You guys ready? Da, 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 da. Whoa. Look at the veining. That's crazy. Now, one thing with leather we all know is that there is always going to be different variations of the leather because, you know, it is a live skin, and usually what you see is exactly how the cow and its characteristics. And this is by far the most character that I've seen in a leather that I particularly own. So just know that, and I am quite aware that that is how leather works. So this veining is quite natural and unique to the precious cow. But whoa, it almost looked like tiger stripes. I love that. I love character. And this feels, it's not, it has some sort of texture to it. So this must be the Pueblo leather. And let me smell it. It smells like leather. It smells like good quality leather. I did pick the brass spine along with the gold ring system. And these are Krause, I believe. Yep, these are Krause rings, if you can see. These are beautiful rings. Let me just, ooh, they're so small. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I'm not used to these kind, like, small. Am I doing it wrong? Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm strong enough. Why won't it? Uh-oh. I'm actually having a hard time opening it. Oh no. Am I doing this wrong? I'm squeezing it. And it's all the way pressed. I wonder if this is defective. Or am I defective? I'm pressing it down. It's not opening, guys. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know. That doesn't feel right. I think this is defective. I don't think it works, guys. Uh-oh. No! Is this supposed to be like that? Okay, that opens and closes. But it doesn't open or close on the ends at all. It's like it's not even, it's not connected. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, guys. Okay, I will have to just reach out to them because I don't think it doesn't feel right. Oh no. I'm pretty sure, you know, they'll be able to fix that. So it is a beautiful piece of leather. I love how skinny it is, how slim. Yeah, I don't think that's what it's, Oh, what a shame. I feel like that's going to break, but I'll reach out to them and see if it's a user error or if it's actually the ring system. But first impression, I do love the feel of the leather. I love the characteristics of the leather. I can only imagine as it ages. I've never used a slim system, so this is going to be the very first time. And so, like I said, this is a first impression out the box. I will be using this for a project, so I will continue. Probably the next video that I'll put with this is me using it for some time and getting my thoughts about this ring system. And I'm a little bit bummed about this part, but again, we'll get that figured out. But right off the bat, it feels good in my hand. Upon like doing this, when you roll it, it doesn't like create a mark. I'm trying to see if how it would look with paper, but okay. Sorry, this little mechanism kind of threw me off. And I'm like, I don't even know what to think. Okay. So, all right, let's see what else came with this. I did have a ring protector, which is the same color. So I'm assuming, because I've seen videos, so I'm assuming it's just like this, right? Is it like that? Right, is it like that? Yeah, to protect it. Okay, got that. And then I also got this, which is the wide pen loop. Because they have two different ones. They have the narrow, or was it the slim, narrow, and then the wide. I chose the wide because I do have like thick pens, and so that actually fits perfectly. So that's nice. They do have a slimmer one. Oh, that looks great. So then you would just put that in here. Am I supposed to like open the rings from here, or is it supposed to be here? Because this isn't working. Like it's okay. So that's what we got with that. And then they also sent inserts. Let's see which ones did they send. I did wanted to get the durable, the thick, because for the project I'm using, I need something durable. And I said I did like grid. So she did send me the grid. And I don't think this is the durable one, because I believe she said that it was still they're still testing it out. So this almost feels as thin as like Tomoe River, but it has this really nice faint grid lines, if you guys can see. And then she gave me a good amount. That's going to last me quite a while. And this is perfect for what I need for my project. And then also perfect, I needed the monthly, and also she gave me the weekly. So this might be the thick. Let's see. Or is it just normal? Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know if this is the, oh, it might be the thick. It feels quite thick. I mean, not super thick, but then again, I don't have anything to compare it with. But I got the monthly and then the weekly. Oh, if you guys can see the monthly and then the weekly. Now, the monthly has a grid on the back side, and then the weekly is like so. which is nice. So I definitely will be using this for the project that I'm going to use this for. So I am glad that that is that. And what else do we get? Oh, yes. Put this here. I also got, she asked me if I wanted to try out their little stamps. And I said, yes, please. And because of the project, I said, the project that I'm going to use this for, I said I would like to try the numbers because it would be perfect. And I actually never had these types of stamps before. I've wanted to. I actually have like my jet pens cart filled with these stamps on my wish list. So I'm so happy that I got this so I can try out. Now, these came with it too. I'm assuming these are the caps for it, right? Do these come out? Oh, they do come out separately. Or, so they do come out separately if you need to, and then they got the caps to cover that up. But if you wanted to use it as is, so it's like spaced perfectly. Okay, how do I do this? How do I take this out? Hold on, let me see. I assume that you could just like does this part come out? Like, is it one single piece? Or is it? I'm trying to look at it and I don't see it. I thought it was a cap maybe. That way you just go like this and then press it. But that's not the case. So this is just a holder. So that is exactly what this is. It's just a holder. It's not like you can push it down like this and then do this. This is individually. So let's try it out now that I have it all. Okay. Let's try it out. I don't want to use that paper. Well, actually, let's use that paper so we could see. Okay. I am all for a nice, good stamp. Okay. Oh, tiny. Oh, that's cool. Where's the 2? Now, I was hoping that I can also like stamp it from here. So if I wanted to like align it perfectly, is it not? I guess not. It's just a holder. Okay, so that's going to be very useful. So looking forward to using that. Okay. And so she did send me the whole set to use, which is nice. And again, this is how it looks like. And then you know what? Let us try some ink. Now this is a Twisby Eco. I forgot. I think this is a fine. I mean, it didn't. There's a little ghosting. Now this isn't like, I'm not like testing the whole thing out. Again, I just wanted to do a unboxing of it, but that's not bad at all. It's lightly ghosting, which is pretty good because on my Hobonichi Weeks on my Tomoe River paper that actually bleeds through. So that's good. I'll do a more in-depth, you know, like swatching everything on this type of paper. But like I said, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and show you what I got. I'm super excited to try this out and see how it works for my needs, and to give you a little bit more, I guess, review about this whole product. And again, I will see about this right here. Again, so I'm pushing down, like I have to really push really hard. It actually hurts my thumb to like open it. And then if I open it this way, I mean, it opens, but this doesn't move at all. So I will get with them and see what that is. But that is my first impressions, opening, revealing what it is. And yeah, we'll do more. I'll give you guys more information as soon as I use it and put it into play. And I'll give you my final thoughts. So hope you guys like this little unboxing reveal. So I will send you back to the earlier video and we'll go from there. And then this is it. Ta-da! It is a beautiful, actually this is not the, this is actually the replacement. Let me grab the first one, because you'll see, I thought it would be a great opportunity to see the variation. So here is the first one that I received. And here we go. Now, as you can see, like there is variations of the leather. This has a little bit more stripes on there, but I'll show you the replacement one. So, and like I said, it was really simple when there was an issue. I just emailed them and said, hey, you know, this is what's happening. They, you know, and they took care of it, and it was here within, I think, a week and a half. So, okay, so this is the replacement. Again, I do love how it looks. I absolutely love the olive color. Here's the brass, the interior, and here's the difference. Super easy. So I'm glad that this one works properly. Like I mentioned, this is the narrow size that I purchased. So it's kind of like the size of a Hobonichi Weeks, because you guys know I love the Hobonichi Weeks size. So here is a Hobonichi Weeks size TN that I cut down, and it's slightly smaller and a little bit narrower. But what I love about this size for my project, it's handheld, and I don't know, it feels perfect. And you'll understand more in the next few videos, or not videos, but later on in this video, why I chose this size and how it's going to work for the project that I'm working on. So I was a little bit hesitant about this type of closure, and like I said, I've never had the system before, and I was wondering if it would actually annoy me. Again, I'm not sure, because this is the first time. I will be using this later on, and I'm just going to see how it's going to annoy me, and if it's something that I'm okay with. But there you go. It looks super cute. I do love the look of it, and right now it doesn't seem to annoy me. I thought it was going to be, I think more so is like how I'm going to use it. Like when I open it, it's going to be like this. Will that be annoying to me? Kind of thing. So that's something that I'm going to be testing and see if that's something that will annoy me. But that's a me thing. But I just thought I would mention it. And then when they sent the replacement, they also sent me this one, but it doesn't have a pen holder. So I will definitely try this out too without the pen holder and see how that works for me. So yeah, so that is pretty much what they sent me, and I'm excited to utilize this for my project and kind of report back to you of, you know, how it works, what are my thoughts, and about the whole system and how I can use it on a daily basis and how it may be like kind of age with me using it. And so I wanted to definitely get this video or this recorded to kind of tell you more about just like my first impressions and what I got. And yeah, so far I'm impressed and I'm excited to use this and utilize it for my project. So stay tuned. It's going to be a process for me. So this is definitely a video that's going to have different days being filmed and how I'm going to use it. So yeah, so again, this is the Meeplus Studio in the Narrow. It is the Slimpad in the Narrow. I got it in the olive Pueblo color. I got the wide narrow pen holder. It has the brass spine with the gold Krause rings. And I mean, there's really nothing much more to say with this part, just because, you know, it's just the honest, like, first impressions kind of thing. So I'll be back and I will compare it with my other ring system and how I would use it and how I will be using it and so forth. So I will see you later. We are back. You don't know how long I've been waiting to get this thing set up so I can go ahead and start using it. But finally I had some time to go ahead and start setting this up. And I think the last time I left you guys, I just kind of unboxed the initial unboxing, and then I showed you the replacement. And I was actually looking through my my notebooks, and I wanted to compare this olive color to the olive color notebooks that I have, just cause before we get into setting this up, just cause I love this color, and I just wanted to see how it compared to the other colors that I have. So this here's that olive Pueblo leather, and I wanted to compare it to this olive. This olive is from Woozy Studio, and it is a cover that fits a MD. I purposely bought this for the MD one day one page diary, but it also fits the Habino. And so it's a beautiful notebook cover, and I use this for my fountain pen ink swatching. And I thought I would, and I love the combo of this. I was thinking of maybe getting a pen loop in that same color to kind of mimic that as well. Where's the other pen loop? It's right here. So I have the olive color, but I was thinking maybe I can get this color, the cognac. They also have a different, actually, yeah, the cognac, to kind of mimic that, because I love the contrast between the two. So that is probably on my list of things to purchase, just cause. Okay, so here's, I guess, the color difference. I love all these different shades. And then I also have I think this is a Moterm. This is also an olive color. And then obviously my Traveler's Notebook olive, which looks really brown compared to these olives. But I love these shades of olives. And then this one is technically, I don't know if this was olive or blue. It leans towards teal, so maybe like a bluish green. But after looking at this one, I have this pull to use this mini 5 size as my personal notebook. I was actually thinking of maybe getting a mini 5, or is it a mini size? I am surprisingly loving the slim profile of this binder system, or this notebook. I was not, like, I'm usually used, like my PM agenda, which I don't have right now, my Louis Vuitton, it's quite thick, maybe like this size, so I'm used to a little bit more bulky, like this, but I guess it's just the smaller rings, right? I was actually surprised to like the slim profile of this ring binder, so it got me thinking that maybe I could switch over, because I currently have my personal planner slash my monthly for appointments in a PM agenda, or PM Louis Vuitton PM agenda, which I converted into a traveler's notebook style system. But I'm contemplating if for 2026 I move into this one. I thought about maybe purchasing a mini in this one, or even the plotter. And I have this one's brand new, so I'm like, you know what, let me use this instead before I go and purchase another mini, because I don't even know if I'm gonna stick with it. But I absolutely love this one, and I know the more I use it, the color is gonna change, and that like white bloom will. But okay, so anyways, I'm kind of rambling, going off topic. This is what I was doing earlier. I'm like, oh, I probably can do that, but typical me. Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of look at the different olives that I have, which, yeah, okay. Anyways, going back to this, we're gonna set this up. Now, I know I had mentioned that this is gonna be a project, or for a project that I'm gonna do. And to kind of give you a little context, this is going to be, I'm going to be using this for my menu planning. So this is strictly my menu planning binder, which I'm super excited to get that set up, because currently right now I have this system that I use for my menu planning that I discovered maybe like 5-6 years ago, and it was my attempt to try to figure out how to make menu planning work for us as a family. And obviously going into it, it's like, or just to kind of make a long story short, just something that would allow us to eat at home more frequently and to be able to cook more frequently. And but anyway, so that has been a long ongoing project of mine, and like I said, it's been about 6 years, and it has been proven a success for us, and I absolutely love that menu planning system that we use. I'll share more about it in another video. I'll go more in detail about that whole system, because I feel like that deserves its own video. But I wanted to do a little upgrade with how I was doing it, and so this is where it came to be, where I was thinking of doing it in these other binders. But luckily, like I had mentioned before, Lora from Meeplus reached out to me, perfect timing, and I was like, this would be perfect for what I'm about to do. And so that is what this is going to be. And so I want to go ahead and kind of set it up. But before we do that, I wanted to test out the paper. I know we kind of touched on it when I was doing the unboxing, and honestly, I think I didn't do much because I was way too excited, and there was just a lot of thoughts going through my mind because I was so excited to unbox the stuff. And so let's go ahead and do that. And so after, you know, unboxing it, and after actually looking through it, I do have 2 types of paper. I believe this is the thin paper, which is kind of like Tomoe River paper, which is kind of thin. And then we have what they call the thick paper, which is a little bit more durable. And this is the one that I requested because I am using it as a menu planner. I had requested something a little bit more durable, a little bit thicker, and so this is what she sent me. And it is quite thicker. I don't know if it relays on screen, but Tomoe River, and I feel like this feels more like Midori paper, MD paper. Yeah, maybe just slightly thicker. And so I wanted to go ahead and do a test on that. And like I had mentioned, I did get some monthlies. You know what? Let me move these books out of the way. So I did get some monthlies, and then I did get the weeklies. Now I don't know if I will be using the weeklies in my menu planning. I feel like the monthly and the grid paper is enough. I don't want it to be too complicated. So I think I will just, because this is the same paper as this, I'll just go ahead and put this away since I'm not really going to use the weekly insert. Okay. So to go over the monthly inserts, I really love how minimal it looks. The colors, there's no colors, which I like. And it just looks very modern and simple. So I do like that. I do like the size of the boxes. I do love that the fact that it is a Monday start, because when I do menu plan, I prefer a Monday start. So that's great. And then you have a spot right here to add the month, so it's undated. And then on the back it has the grid, which is not like this one. It's a bit darker. And as you can see, this is more of a white color and this is more of a cream color. I personally prefer a cream color. I think that's the reason why I love MD paper. But I also do like the white paper too on like the Hobonichi. So either or. I'm not too fussy about it. I just know that I do. This is a very good quality paper. So, and then for this thin one, this has a very light grid on it, and it's just double-sided. Now I went on their website to go check out the different inserts, and they have a lot to choose from, and there's so many. So I definitely want to check that out, especially since I may in the future think about getting a mini. I'm not too sure. I want to try it out first with my DaVinci Mini 5 first to see if that size really works. But I do I do like the slim profile of this. So okay, let's get into testing this paper and see how it works. So let's go with the thick first. And I'm going to not put this here because just in case it does bleed through. All right, so I guess what I should start out with is the ones that I typically use, and that would be in my little pen tote. I do enjoy my Sailor Shikiori pens, so let's do a testing on that. And I do like my Sarasas. I do have this, you know what, I have been trying to find this. This is like one of my favorite pens. I love how it writes. It's the Pilot High-Tech C Mica in the 04. I cannot find it. I can't even find the refill. This one's dying and I need a new refill, and I can't find this exact pen. So I'm assuming that they don't carry it anymore, or I don't know. If someone can chime in and let me know if you know where I can find this. So let's do that. And then I do have a Pilot Juice pen that I like to use. I'm gonna grab a couple of new pens that I've purchased that I plan on using. Okay, let's go with, I found these Pilot, I should probably do like a pen video because I just bought a bunch of new pens. As much as I love fountain pens, I love just regular gel pens and brush pens, and I just bought a few more to add to my collection, and I found some new ones. But anyways, okay, let's try this one, and then I think that's a good amount to test. I also have these, and we'll go from here as far as fountain pens that I have inked. And let me grab my cheat sheet, because the Jinhao 10, I did have Nostalgia Honey in there, and which reminds me I need to refill this because I absolutely love that color, if you can see right here. So I don't know if I'm gonna use this or maybe do a different fountain pen. I probably could do a different fountain pen, but I guess that'll be another video. But we will go with, I currently have the Twisby is inked with the Sailor Shikiori Sube Rakash. So that's what's on there. And then this one, the Kaweco Brass, it's inked up with the Platinum Carbon Black. So, okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's start with the fountain pens and see how this works. Okay, let's see how this goes. So as you can see here, we got that, and then, oh, well, that is pretty good. I mean, there is light ghosting on here on some of the inks, but as far as the pens, I don't see, and I'm actually pretty surprised, especially with this ink right here. You cannot, there is no ghosting. And as you can see, there is just a little bit ghosting, but that is pretty good. I am impressed on this one. Okay, let's see how this works. Now this is similar to the Tomoe River. Now I don't know if this is Tomoe River paper, but let us try this out. Okay, moment of truth, here we go. Okay, a lot of ghosting, which is expected on this thin paper, but I don't see any, maybe right here, just a little bit of bleed through, not a lot, but that's not bad. This is actually pretty good. This, compared to, like, say, my Hobonichi Weeks, I can show you guys some of the stamps. It's kind of hard to tell because, let's see. Yeah, it's hard to tell in my Hobonichi Weeks because I've covered everything up, so I can't show you guys that. Okay, but not too bad. I'm pretty impressed with the quality of paper. Like I said, there's just slight bleeding right there and right there, but it has held up in some of these very juicy markers, which I'm impressed. Okay. All right, so we got that done, and I also kind of wanted to set this up. So I'm only going to have 2 sections when it comes to this menu planner binder. Now I thought about using this, but I think for now I'm going to just use the plain lift board with the pen holder. And I wanted to actually create some dashboards for it, but I'm not ready to do that right now, so I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop when that does happen. But what I want to do is I'm gonna have two sections, so I'm just gonna use this as a divider for that. And I definitely want to use the monthly. So the monthly is gonna hold the meals that we're gonna have, and we only plan one meal. We don't plan like breakfast or lunch. We just plan one meal, and because the kids go to school and during the day it's just me and my husband, we usually just eat leftovers or something really, really simple. And so usually we only have one meal that is like, you know, where we cook and plan. So this is the reason why I like this size, because yeah. So I'm just going to, now I don't know if I should do all of it, or maybe I should just do 3, October, November, December. Yeah, let's do actually 4. Let's include January in there. So we'll do 4 of this. And then what I plan on doing on the back side is for that month, because I do like to try a lot of different new recipes, and so a lot of it I do save on my phone. So I think this would be a great way to kind of annotate, okay, this month these are the recipes that I want to try, and I'll put where it's located, if it's in a cookbook or if it's on my phone. That way when we menu plan, I can look back here and say, okay, let's try to add this in our calendar, or one of the days that we can try. And I think that would be a great way to kind of have it be in the front of my brain when it comes to that. So we'll do that. And then my plans for this, for the grid paper, is either notes, or maybe I could write down the recipes, the ones that like are living on my phone. I kind of have it figured out, but I'm still working out the details on how I'm going to make it more functional for me in this binder as far as menu planning is concerned, because I do have a specific system that I'm using. And so yeah, and like I said, I'll have another video that's more detailed once I figure that out. But I mean, it's really, really simple. And I'm just going to add some cute dashboards and maybe some accessories. But that's pretty much what my setup is going to be. Like I said, I feel like, I don't know, I'm definitely going to go in a theme of like one of those cafe menus. I feel like that's like the size of it, but that is the vibe that I'm going for. And I definitely want to, decorate and add more stuff to it. But I'm going to do that later, because I just want to get into this binder and have it set up and start using it in my menu planning. So that's just going to have to come later, and I'll package it up in a pretty video to explain everything. But this is just the basics, and I am really looking forward to using this system and kind of showing you guys more about it. So yeah, I just want to thank Lora from Meeplus for reaching out and sending me this slim pad for me to try out, because I am in love with it. So I absolutely love it, and I honestly cannot wait to see how it patinas. Now, I thought about putting a little protector thing on here. I might still, but I also don't mind having the little, the spine showing, the skeleton showing either, because I feel like it looks worn. But I also, when I chose this color, I wanted something to match the decoration, or my interior decoration in my kitchen. And just knowing that this will be like, you know, set on the shelf like this, it's going to be stunning. So I'm really, really excited. So Thank you, Laura from Meeplus, for reaching out and collaborating with me to do this review, and I'm honestly cannot wait to see how this turns out. For those who are in the market or thinking about purchasing something like this, I do have a link that you can click on if you are interested. If you want to purchase, you do get I believe $10 off by using that referral link, and I do get, I think, points for every time someone purchase towards items and stuff like that. So if you'd like to support this channel in this way, I will leave the link below for you. And but yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. Like I said, I'm just really excited to just get into this and start using it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it will work in my daily practice in my life. And like I said, I am using this as a menu planning binder. So yeah, okay, I think that is pretty much it. I will leave the specifications of the items that I received if you want the same setup, or if you're looking at something like this. I'll put it in the description box, so it's kind of easily found. And if you have any questions about anything, just feel free to comment down below. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm just truly grateful for this opportunity. Never once did I think that once I start my YouTube channel that I would be doing a video like this. So I am really grateful and excited to have this opportunity. Hi friends, just a little update. I know we kind of went over some things, and it's been, I want to say, 6 weeks since I last filmed that. I think I filmed that video early September, and since then I've gotten 3 replacements of this slim pad. Now the last slim pad, the second one that I showed you in a couple minutes ago in the video, there was a small defect on one of the rings right here. It wasn't closing all the way, and so when I would flip through my paper, the bottom hole of the paper would slip through, and so that was like a huge issue. And so I reached out again to let them know, like, this ring is defective. I'm like, man, why am I getting these defective rings? And they told me that it was very rare that they got anything defective, so I'm not exactly too sure why I got 2 that were defective. I guess it's just the luck of the draw, but luckily they were able to fix it. I sent it back over so they can see what was wrong with it. And this is the 3rd slim pad that I received. And I'm so glad, because I was just ready to get things going with it. So I haven't been able to fully thoroughly use this for a longer period of time, unfortunately. And so hopefully in the new year I will be able to really get into it. Most likely I will. That way I could do another video on my whole menu planning system, and by then I've already have started using this. But I wanted to update you guys because I did end up finally kind of setting it up, creating dashboards, and I wanted to show this to you guys. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, so here we go. So what I ended up doing was I created these little dashboards, and the first section I have is the menu plan. And actually, let me put this down so I can actually flip it, and I'm going to move this camera. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. And so here we have that first section. I just made this out of cardboard, and I just decorated it, added a meal plan sticker on there, and as you can see, here's how I decorated it. Now I use stickers from my food sticker book. This is where I grabbed all my stickers to decorate these pages. And so my first section, I have the monthly. Now I was supposed to start this on October, and because of everything with the replacements and stuff, I haven't really been able to do that. So I'm going to have to take that October sticker out and reuse it for a different month. Hopefully I will be able to transition into this hopefully by the new year, if not by January, February time frame. So at least I have it set up already for that menu planning, and I'll be sure to film the process for you guys. So I'm super excited actually about that whole video, me explaining how we menu plan. And so that first section is the monthly inserts that was included that she sent me, and I went ahead and just added majority of the monthly inserts just so it's not so thin, because when I only had like 4 pages it was quite thin. And so I went ahead, and if you hear clickety clackety, that is my dog walking around tap dancing. And so anyways, so I went ahead and just added all of it just so it didn't feel so thin. The second section, here I have this decorated, and then I just added tabs on it. This is from the Travelers Company tabs, which is like my favorite, and that's how I decorate it. And the second section, so right here I'm just kind of keeping tabs of our Thanksgiving dinners for the past years. I have 2025, and then of course I'll have space for 2026 and 2027, so looking forward to filling that in. And then I'm just planning on using this right here, the second section of just notes. Like if I want to put conversions or anything like substitutions for my recipes, this is where it's gonna go. And then I have the third section, which is the recipe section, and I'm using grid paper for the second and third section, and that is how I decorated the dashboards. I wanted to keep it super simple, and I just loved the stickers that I used. And I'm just using grid paper for this section, and this is where I'm going to like put all my recipes on here that are sitting in my phone, and basically kind of like my tried recipe. And I do have a tried recipe book here as well, but this will just kind of go hand in hand. That is my thought process for this section. It might change in the future once I actually start using it and figuring out what will work for the system. So that is what I'm gonna have so far, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to keep it super simple, and I'm so excited to start using this, and to it looks beautiful sitting on my shelf, that's for sure. So I'm excited to get that started. So I just wanted to update you guys on where it's at, and just to kind of look for the next video of my menu planning system, and hopefully I'll be able to do it right before the new year, maybe at the end of December, we'll see. But that's pretty much it. Just want to say thank you for hanging out with me, and I'm super excited to get this going. I honestly, I absolutely love this, and like I had mentioned prior, that I plan on probably getting a Mini 5, but I'm going to test that out sometime next year and we'll see. But I'm just truly grateful that I was given this to try out and add to my system, because I'm really loving rings lately. It's been a minute since I used rings this much since my work days, and I think like 6 months ago is when I was like, you know what, I can actually make rings work for me. And so I'm actually excited to implement this system back into my lineup. And so yeah, I am loving this, and I just stay tuned to see, you know, how it goes. And like I said, I hope this gives you a little insight about this little ring system planner if you are in the market. But other than that, thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday if you are celebrating. Just in general, have an amazing weekend, day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.